Profitable Meditation with Pastor Gbenga Olurotimi, 28th January 2023. And there went out a champion out of the camp of the Philistine, named Goliath of Gath, whose height was 6 cubits and a span. And the Philistines said, I defy the armies of Israel this day. Give me a man that we may fight together. When Saul and all Israel heard those words of the Philistine, they were dismayed and greatly afraid. And David said to Saul, Let no man's heart fail because of him. Thy servant will go and fight this Philistine. And Saul said to David, Thou art not able to go against this Philistine to fight with him, for thou art but a youth, and he a man of war from his youth. And David said unto Saul, Thy servant kept his father's sheep, and there came a lion and a bear, and took a lamb out of the flock. And I went out after him, and smote him, and delivered it out of his mouth. And when he arose against me, I caught him by his beard, and smote him, and slew him. Thy servant slew both the lamb and the bear. And this uncircumcised Philistine shall be as one of them, saying, He hath defied the armies of the living God. David said, Moreover, the Lord that delivered me out of the paw of the lion, and out of the paw of the bear, he will deliver me out of the hand of this Philistine. And Saul said unto David, Go, and the Lord be with thee. And David took the head of the Philistine and brought it to Jerusalem, but he put his armor in his tent. 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 4, verses 10 to 11, verses 32 to 37, and verse 54, KJV. Dearly beloved, the above is a summary of the victory God gave David over Goliath. Goliath was an enemy of God's people then, a renowned terrorist, terrorizing the whole Israel, challenging them and their God. They were indeed afraid, including the king, but in the midst of that, David never gave in to fear. Rather, he encouraged the people and assured them he would face the challenge on their behalf and get the victory. This is charging someone reading or listening to this right now, never to bow to the threats of the enemy, even when others are, but rather stand up to responsibility, face it and conquer. It was evident that one of the reasons why God raised and anointed David was to bring down Goliath. When he wanted to embark on that assignment, he faced discouragement. He was told that he could not do it. David never bowed to discouragement, but he stood boldly and said he could do it with God's backing. Don't bow to anyone's discouragement. You can do what God says you can. In the face of adversity and adversary, David recanted his testimonies, the help of God he received to gain victories over enemies in the past. That was his praise reports. When he presented his praise reports, the enemy crumbled before him and he was victorious again. Hallelujah. Beloveds, your past testimonies are your praise reports. Whatever comes against you, always remember that if God did it before, He will do it again and again. Your praise report is your weapon of war. Present it in front of all adversaries and adversities and see them crumble before you. Always remember this truth. For every Goliath, there is a David to bring him down. Be a David this year and beyond and bring down every Goliath on your way. You are blessed.